finally, which ethnic group do you belong to?
I'm an Ikwerre man.
What does that mean? I mean, there are people who say that if you talk to some Ikwerre people, they'll say they are Igbo. If you talk to others, like some Wiki, they'll say they are not.
Whether you're
and
Igbo,
at different times you have said you're Igbo, and other times you said you're not.
Don't bring that controversy. Don't bring that controversy. Is a country. I don't know why you want to go into that controversy.
Well, because it's interesting to know what your position is on that.
No, it's not. Why is it not? Okay. You are first and foremost an Ikwerre man before you can be an Igbo man. So if you ask an Ikwerre man, who are you? You say, I'm an Ikwerre man. So what you can say is an Ikwerre man an Igbo man? There are those who, there are divergent views. Majority will say no. In all our honesty, majority will say no. There is a very tiny minority which includes me. And why do I take that position? It's political. And when I say political, it's not to win the votes of the Igbos. I didn't like the way the Igbos were being treated at a particular point in time. In protest against that treatment against the Igbos, I began to wear, what was it called? The tiger hair.
Traditional
clothes with the red cap. In protest, asking Nigeria to address their problem. Again, I made it public that I'm an Igbo man. In protest.
But not in fact.
It doesn't make me. When I appeared before the Senate, that this is important that Senator Barabari does not deny me my Igbo heritage. As like an Igbo man, I can't sit down there and if you want to be ethnic, if you want to be sectional, and deny the Igbo people the right to be transported. By the way, development is not about ethnic sections; it's about economy, and you cannot deny that the Igbos contribute tremendously to the economic growth of Nigeria. So if you leave them out, what are you trying to achieve? You don't play politics with economy because you would rather grow poverty instead of growing wealth, and therefore they are not left out.
That was the former governor of Rivers State and former Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amaechi, being taken to task by Charles Anoglo of Arise TV about his Igbo identity. And the answer he gave has, as they say in local parlance, scattered the internet. A whole lot of people are kicking Amaechi for the answer he gave about his identity. Is he Igbo or is he Ikwerre? The answer he gave has scattered the internet. A whole lot of people are going after him. And he didn't help matters by saying that his identifying as Igbo was a political protest. And Charles Anoglu himself didn't help matter the way Charles Anoglu pursued the case or the issue. Because my interpretation of it is that Amaechi did not deny that he's not Igbo. Even Charles Anoglu that asked the question, he said that some Ikwerre people said that they are not Igbo. People like Yesom Wike. But there are those who believe that they are Igbo. And he now said, and you have severally said that you are Igbo. Are you getting it? So Charles Anoglu is asking the question, say, he has records of Amaechi saying that he's Igbo. So why are you dragging it? I don't know the arrangement they made before the interview, whether that question was important or there was a message that Yesoke want to communicate, that Amaechi want to communicate with that. But it appears that question was spontaneous. It wasn't something that was planned. But Amaechi was very clear. He said he's Ikwerre. And then he made a very important point. He said, you cannot be Igbo without being Ikwerre. You get his logic. Before you can be Igbo, you have to be Ikwerre. So he is Ikwerre first. before he becomes an Igbo. That is his argument. Now, is he faulting that argument? It depends on what you are thinking about that kind of statement. Because an Nsukka man is first of all an Nsukka man before he's an Igbo person. That is a fact. An Abakaliki man is first of all an Abakaliki man. Are you saying that an Abakaliki person is not an Abakaliki person? Does being identified from an Abakaliki man, does that deny you your Igbo-ness? You are first of all Mbise man. You are first of all Owerri man. So Amaechi, to me, did not deny that he's not Igbo. In fact, you can see how he was, where he was coming from. He said, majority of the Ikwerre people, if you ask them, they'll say they are Ikwerre. And even among that, there are many of the Ikwerres, majority of them who don't say they are not Igbo. But he said that he was among the tiny minority who identify as Igbo. And he said that he's proud. He said he has proudly said it, that he's Igbo. Then Charles Anagolo was not asking him, but in fact. What do you mean? Why are you asking him in fact? Somebody told you that he has proudly announced that, that he's Igbo. Then you are asking him about in fact. What is the difference between the fact and somebody proudly? Just like James Brown singing, I am black and proud. I am black and proud. I am black and proud. Now, in that message, why do you now have to ask James Brown, are you truly black? When he has given you out in a song, he said, I am black and I am proud. Amaechi said, I have proudly said it, that I'm Igbo. Say has proudly said it. And if you look at the second video that followed the earlier one about the Arise interview, the one he had with Channels Television, and that was about 7 years ago. That was about 7 years ago when he was the Minister of Transportation. Look at what he said there. In that second video, he was referencing the issue he discussed at the Senate. They invited him at the Senate. And the reason they invited him at the Senate, there was issue raised by the Southeast Caucus of the Senate that the Railway Transportation Master Plan, something like that, neglected Southeast, that Southeast was not included. It was Senator Eninaya Abaribe who brought up the matter. And in that video you watched, you saw that he mentioned Abaribe. I say, I hope that Abaribe is not trying to deny me my Igbo heritage. That is a very important point for somebody to say. He said, I hope Abaribe, because Abaribe was insinuating that Igbo was neglected. Perhaps he was right in the master plan, in the railway network. Okay? And Abaribe was interpreting it as marginalization. And that was the essence of the exchange he had with Amaechi in the Senate. So Amaechi was defending his action, the action of his ministry at the Channels Television, and he was very clear. He said, I hope that Abaribe is not trying to deny me my Igbo heritage. He said, I am an Igbo man, and I cannot be there, and Igbos will be denied their right. That was basically what he said in the second video. That was 7 years ago. So I don't know why a lot of people are attacking him, saying that they're always using Igbo for politics. Perhaps they do. Every politician tries to take advantage of whatever he can take advantage of. But I will not say that Amaechi has not been consistent. He has been consistent. Even in this last interview, he has been consistent in identifying himself as an Igbo. Okay, now, identifying himself an Igbo cannot take away the fact that he's an Ikwerre man. He's just like an Nsukka man. Because an Nsukka man is an Igbo man does not take away the fact that he's an Nsukka man. Nnewi man, being an Nnewi man, you cannot deny the fact that an Nnewi man is an Nnewi man before even he identifies himself as Igbo. Because we can even begin to trace where did the origin of the word Igbo come from. But that's a story for another day. Because if you are born in Nnewi, you are much more, first of all, an Nnewi person. Unless when you left Nnewi, that you begin to talk about Igbo being a unifying language with different dialects. So if Amaechi says that he's first of all an Ikwerre before he becomes an Igbo man, I think people should accept it the way it is. He could have still joined those who say they are not Igbo. In his explanation there, he did say that there are majority of people in Ikwerre land who don't want to agree that they are Igbo at all. But he belonged to a tiny minority that believe that they are Igbo. They are proud of it. And he said, I said it proudly. I think that should be the way to go. If you say you are Igbo, you are Igbo. If you say you are not Igbo, even if you are born in the Igbo heartland, so-called. I mean, we are talking about Imo, Anambra, Ebonyi, Abia, and all that. The 5 states that make up Southeast. If you are born, even if you are born there and you claim you are not Igbo, fine and good. There are many people who are born. There are many Jews who deny that they are not Jews. It is recorded. There are many Jews who, when the persecution of the Jews was too much, and they cannot stand it, many of them converted to Christianity just to be able to avoid persecution. But there are those millions that stood their ground and said, if I die, I die. I'm a Jew. I can't change my identity because I want to belong. So that is the way it should be. Those attacking Amaechi, they should stop. It doesn't really make sense. Because even if you say he's not Igbo, that's not a reason to attack anybody. Because Igbo is a blessed race. A lot of people wish they are Igbos. So if somebody who you say is Igbo and he says it's not Igbo, fine and good. The Igbo race is blessed a lot, with a lot of ingenuity. A lot of firsts in Nigeria are of Igbo extraction. Is it the first person to get PhD in mathematics? Is it the first person to get PhD in any discipline in Nigeria? Is it the first person to be the vice chancellor of a university in Nigeria? The first Nigerian to be a vice chancellor? Where do we go? Is it in the issue of a computer? Who is the father of the internet? Philip Emeagwara. So Igbo is so blessed with Chinua Achebe, Chimamanda, so many people. So nobody should beg anybody to say that he's Igbo. Are you getting it? And in my book, The Igbo Phenomenon, you go through it and you will see how the Igbos have achieved a lot. It's available on internet. It's available on Amazon. You see it. You can get it in soft copy and what have you. The excellency of the Igbo race displayed in that book. So the Igbo is not people that are seeking for somebody to make them relevant. Igbo is a relevant race. But if anybody, for whatever reason, say it's not, I don't think it's an issue that somebody can be fighting over, online, insulting people and all that. That's unnecessary. Some of these things has consequences. According to Dele Momodu, one of the reasons that Atiku Abubakar did not choose Nyesom Wike as his running mate was because Nyesom Wike said he's not Igbo, and the man was looking for an Igbo running mate because the Igbos have the number. Ikwerre doesn't have the number. Ikwerre itself is just 2 or 3 local government areas in the whole of River State. And when Atiku Abubakar wanted to choose a presidential candidate, vice presidential candidate, he was looking for numbers. And the Ifeanyi Okowa admitted that he's an Igbo. So Dele Momodu is also claiming that who was close to Atiku campaign at that time when Atiku made that choice, that part of the reason was that Nyesom Wike has denied that he's not Igbo. And Nyesom Wike denied it in an interview he granted Dele Momodu, who was the DG of communication of Atiku Presidential Campaign Council. So some of these things have consequences. So Amaechi himself has clarity of mind. He said, and first of all, Ikwerre before I become an Igbo. And he said, you cannot be Igbo without being Ikwerre. In other words, you cannot be an Igbo. Before you become an Igbo, if you're born originally from Nsukka, you are a Nsukka man first before you become an Igbo man. It's just like similar thing that Awolowo was saying, that he was first a Yoruba before he became a Nigerian. So it depends on individual interpretation. But if you are somebody who is Igbo-centric, I don't think that there's anything to complain about what Amaechi said. Okay? If you have issue with people like Nyesom Wike and Co who say that they're not Igbo, that's a different ballgame. But to me, I believe strongly that if you say you are Igbo, you are Igbo. If you say you are not Igbo, you are not Igbo. And the way I have studied the Igbo race, it is even a privilege to belong to the Igbo race. So it's not something that nobody can be ashamed that he's an Igbo person. I don't think that anybody who is ashamed of being an Igbo, then that person's head needs to be examined, because Igbo represents excellence in every area of human endeavor. But whatever is your position about the blowback that Amaechi received because of the explanation he gave to Arise Anchor Chasanoglu about his Igbo identity, whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.